Alright, so today I was actually going to show kind of my process for cleaning up some of the presets in here. So it comes, the HX Stomp comes packed with a ton of presets already available, and then they have some space where you can put some of your own. I've been using it so much that I've filled up most of those, so now I've gone back through and was kind of cleaning up some of the early ones that I don't use there. And having a good time with there, and thought I might share some of that process. So two things that I really try to keep into consideration whenever I do this, and that's do I feel inspired to play for more than just a few minutes? And also the second thing would be, is it something that I would have a hard time recreating on my own? Is it something that I might think of, but I'm going to have a hard time kind of reproducing it like this? So let's go ahead and kind of take a look at a few of these. I've cleared out a few spots already. So the stereo swirl, just to see how it goes. Probably come up just a little bit on my volume there. See, I'm not using the simplifier today. I'm just running into a preamp. I might have to adjust the volume a little bit here and there. So that one's pretty cool. And I'm in the stomp mode right now, so with this one highlighted, you can see I've only got the multi-tap 6 delay on right now. I also have simple pitch in there, which looks like it's at the very end of the chain. Not sure. It's in there. It's just very quiet. Interesting. Probably sounds a little better with that. And then we got like a drive. I'm playing my Telecaster. I've been playing this one a lot recently. I just got it earlier this year. And yeah, one of those guitars that I've kind of always wanted, and it's fun to play with. Alright, so you can see I'm having a good time with it. I'm just going to move on from here. The ones with the effects do not have an amp in them, so that's something to consider, is that it might not, it might sound different if you're running it with an amp. Let's see, the Crazy 80s. I've gone through some of these in the past and routed them for my rig, so like the effects loop is on right now. I'm getting no sound. I can see the little light over on here on the side, though, is lit up. So that's telling me that I can see what's going on there, but let's see. I'm just not hearing anything that's going on, but there's nothing coming through here. If I turn that off, signal comes back in. Right? Drive. It's probably pushing the volume a little bit more. Got that chorus. That's cool. Let's see. So I've already decided to keep those. I cleared out whatever was in the second spot already. This one, again, I've done this, so I have to turn that off. I'm just going to do this. I should have done this on the other one too. Saved it, because now if I go back, guess what? It's back where it was. So go to home, press the home button. All right, and then save it like that. Now I won't have to remember that every time when I turn it on and it doesn't work. So it's kind of a combination of a few mods for this one and a drive. Not something I'm going to use much, but it's just cool the way they stacked it there. I'm just going to leave this one alone and move on. So I cleared out the fourth one. This delay one was kind of cool. you can see there's nothing assigned to this third switch right here. That's probably because when it came from the factory, this would have been blinking red for the tap tempo, and I have that set differently. So let's maybe assign it to one of these. So the pitch echo, let's see about assigning it to the ping pong right there. So I just press the button and then tap that OK when it comes up there, and now that one is set to the third switch. So if I want to turn the ping pong off, I feel like already that's given it a whole nother layer. Not having that ping pong is just a little extreme, and it's right after the signal joins back up there, so it's a lot of delays, then kind of split. Anyway, I'm going to keep that one. Let's save before I move off of it. I cleared out number 6, microcosm. So that's got some cool stuff kind of going on. It's kind of hard to hear if you do a chord, but single notes. And get that kind of reverse coming back in. But just it's something kind of staccato like that. It's kind of cool. And again, that's not something I'm going to use a whole lot, but I would have a hard time recreating it to get that exact sound. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, already I can tell I'm going to have fun with that one, so I'm just going to move on. Soft filters. Alright, moving on. I'm going to keep these. In fact, I was playing through these ones when I was kind of like, I need to just get the video stuff out and make a video real quick. This one's kind of fun, so I'm just hitting one note, and it's doing that. So, like, I'm striking a note, hitting a note, hit the next one, hit the next one. It's pretty cool. If you hit the, the interval right there. Alright, I'm gonna have fun with that one, so let's move on. It's kind of cool. And then my 3-note generator. Oh, so check that out. So it only does something when you're pushing it down. I don't know that I'm going to use this one, so here's the strategy. So I'm actually going to remember that's number 012. I'm going to come back to the last open spot, do a save, and then I'm going to scroll this. See the number down here, 006. I'm going to scroll that over to, it's this bottom one. Yeah, that number 12 right there. And then when I save it, now it's the new preset. So I'll do a few more of these. Let's see, Twilight. This is another one of those where I've already come through, inserted that loop, and I'm not plugged into my pedal board anymore, so it's not running to the amp the same way. That was how I had it set up, was these are effects, and I was using a real amp with it. But now I'm not plugged up to that amp. Not really that sold on this one anymore. I could probably use the space, so I'm going to do that strategy again. Draw back here, save, next spot over, save. Clear it out. Beach Fuzz. I think there was another. Maybe if I'm playing some White Stripes. Not my favorite. Not really feeling it. So, save, next one over. Get it out there. It's cool. I could see some uses. Alright, I'll let this one live. Move on to the next. I already know I'm gonna let this one stay. I'm keeping it just for the name. Alright, time for this one to go. Not feeling it anymore. So, set to stun. That was the one. All right. And then, so these would be like the direct options. So these one are actually going to have an amp as part of the setup. Red squeeze is the compressor. All right, transistor delay. It's not my favorite, but sounds good with this guitar. Let's look at what's going on. US double normal, obviously the name US double normal, and then we have the 212 double cab right there. So makes sense. I'm going to let this one live just because it's a good preset. This has got to be a Vox, I'm sure. It's okay. It's okay. I kind of think I'm going to get rid of this one. So, save, knock it over. I've got a good Vox in the simplifier right now. Cali rectifier. What's going on? Ah, the effects loop. Let's save that. You know, I just think that maybe this one doesn't sound good with this guitar is what's going on. So let's go ahead and move on from there. Save it. Got to be on home. All right, the Jazz 120. This is based off of the Jazz Chorus amp, the Randall amp, which is, I didn't realize how much of a fan I was of that amp because, you know, I grew up with listening to Metallica and their clean tone and always trying to recreate that. And it wasn't until I got this and was flipping through the clean amps and found the Jazz and looked it up, found out it's the Jazz Chorus, and they listed it as part of Metallica's clean tone. So just based off that. see. Probably needs a little bit of those effects with it there. That's better. Hadn't played that one in a while. It's a good example. I guess there's the... Of course, I'm on the wrong guitar for this too. There we go. So that one gets to stay. I'll do a couple more. Not really blown away. Mid boost. I don't really see myself going for that tone. Let's get rid of that one. All right. Skipped one. Let's see. That's pretty weird. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really sold on that one. Let's maybe do away with that. I could probably use the space for something more useful. Let's see. Let me go ahead and wrap it at this point here. I could run through a lot more. Let's see. Here's the direct stuff. The 4-cable method, obviously, I'm not set up for right now. Bass amps, I'm not using a bass. There's a few acoustic and a few key options right there. Oh, I should show this before I wrap up. So once you get a collection of these together, what you can do to move them all together is like press this button right here, and then this little knob right here lets you reorder the presets. So I'm going to scroll it kind of down towards the middle here. Put it right there with these guys. All right. And I think I have to save it. Yeah, they're at that spot. So that moved it there closer to some of the other empty presets. Ideally, what I'll do is kind of narrow down the first few ones here. Might as well do one more. Let's see. Let's grab one of these, hit that button, reorder it all the way down. I'm going to drop it right there with those and hit save. All right. I'll go ahead and wrap it, and thank you guys very much. I'll talk to you here soon.